Hello, welcome friends. Myself, Dr. K.D. More, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairy Science at Kekewa College of Agriculture, Nasik. Today we are discussing about the milk constituents and their roles. Introduction. Already you have to know that milk is the ideal food and it contains various major and minor constituents is there. First point is the milk is with broad components consisting of mixture of water, fat, protein, lactose, vitamins and minerals as nutrients in certain proportions. Systematic representation of milk constituents distribution is given in classification. Milk from the laid down the both parameters namely fat and SNF. The SNF largely consists of the protein, lactose and minerals. Means other than fat, those constituents is called as SNF. Okay, and this is also called as the serum solid. The next one is the TS. TS means total solid. The quantity of SNF plus fat present in milk. Okay, that is called as total solid. It may be ranges from 12 to 16 percentage. It depends on the species of milk. Then next one is the definition of milk. Already known, milk is a whole, fresh, clean lacteal secretion from mammary gland. It's called as milk. Okay. Another definition is one. The whole, fresh, clean lacteal secretion obtained by the complete milking of one or more healthy milk animals, excluding that obtained within 15 days before and 5 days after calving is called as milk. This is a classification of milk constituents. Whatever the constituents are available in milk, these are the different classification is based on the cow milk. So let us see. First, the milk is divided into two different components. One is the water, another is the TS. Water percentage in milk is near about 87.2% in cow milk, 84% in buffalo milk. Okay. Then TS, total solid. The total solid is available in milk, that is 12.8%, and the total solid is again divided into two sub main components. One is fat and another is SNF. First let us see. Firstly, fat. The fat is a major component in milk. Fat is generally available in cow milk 3.5 to 4.5 and in buffalo milk 6 to 9%. Okay. The fat is again divided into two sub components. First one is the true fat. True fat is available in milk is 3.95% and other substances associated with the fat, that is these substances is available is very minute in quantity or minute in percentage or minute in amount, that is it may be phospholipids, it may be sterols, it may be carotenoids, it may be fat soluble vitamins. So phospholipids, the example of phospholipid is lecithin, then cephalin, then sphingomycin, and these phospholipids available in milk particularly in 0.03% amount is very negligible as compared to the other components. And second is the sterols. Sterols is also available in milk is very minute quantity, that is 0.01%. Another is the carotene also minute quantity 0.006%, and then next one is the vitamin ADEK is also 0.005%. So these are the other substances associated with the fat. Is very important role to the developing our energy. Then next one is the SNF. In SNF is again divided into four different components. First one is the carbohydrates. You know, carbohydrates is made up of generally carbon, hydrogen, oxygen bond. But some of the foods present carbohydrates, but in particular milk, the carbohydrates is present in the form of lactose. Okay. Then second is the total proteins, then minerals and other minor constituents. The first is the carbohydrates. The carbohydrates, carbohydrates in the form of lactose, and the lactose present in milk, for particularly cow milk, 4.2 to 4.9%. Then in buffalo milk, near about 4.9 to 5.1%. Then highest lactose content in human milk, that is 7%. Then second is the total proteins. Total proteins is again divided into casein and whey proteins. The total proteins present in milk is, that is 3.4%. The casein is the very major part for bodybuilding, is present 2.7%, and the whey protein is the very negligible 0.7%. The whey protein is again divided into three sub important points: alpha lactoglobulin, beta lactoalbumin, and other whey proteins functions. They, another one is the other minor constituents, is divided into five different components. First one is the NPNS component, means non-protein nitrogenous substances. This is very important substances available in milk at 25 grams. Then second is the pigments, various pigments is also available. Then third one is the soluble gases, then vitamins, and last one is the enzymes. So let us see first is the NPNS substances, that is non-protein nitrogenous substances, is again divided into four sub types. That is, first one is the ammonia, second one is the ammonia acids, third one is the urea, fourth one is the creatine. Urea is also available in milk, is near about 700 ppm. Okay. Then second is the pigments. Pigment is very important for human body. The example of pigment is the riboflavin, then carotene, xanthophyll, then soluble gases, carbon dioxide, then oxygen and nitrogen. These are the three important soluble gases. Then vitamin B and C complex is very important. Then in B C complex, the vitamin B1 to B12, these are the different vitamins available in B complex particularly. Then last one is the enzyme. Enzyme, just like example of enzyme is the lipase, protease, lactoperoxidase, then catalase and amylase. These are the different example of the enzyme. This is a total constituents available in milk, major and minor constituents. Then next one is the milk contain following constituent. Already you have to know the major constituents and minor constituent. The first major constituent, in that the water, the milk fat, milk protein, milk sugar, that is called as lactose, then mineral matter or ash. These are the major constituent. Okay. Then minor constituent is the phospholipids, sterols, vitamins, enzymes, pigments, NPNS substances or compounds, then dissolved gases. Okay. These are the different minor constituents available in milk. So let us see one by one. Firstly, major constituent. In that particularly, first is the water. The water forms the largest fraction of milk it ranges from 80 to 90%. It measure it serves as medium in which other constituents are either dissolved or separated. Without water in milk is would be viscous secretion is composed in particularly in the fat, protein, and it is difficult to remove from the gland. That is other this important gland, mammary gland. Then maximum amount of water is more in cow milk than buffalo milk. That is 87% moisture or water present in cow milk and 84% moisture or water present in buffalo milk. A small percentage of water in milk is hydrated to lactose and salts, while the some portion is bound with proteins. Second, the milk fat. Milk fat is very important constituents in milk because total all the constituents is directly affect on fat. The milk it is also called as butter fat and it imparts richness, smoothness to fat containing dairy products. Price of milk is paid on the basis of fat content. You know standardization. Standardization means to adjustment of rising and lowering the fat and SNF level to the fixing the prices of milk. Okay. Then concentration of milk, concentration of fat in the milk of important livestock species is 3.5 to 8.5%. Means the whatever concentration of fat of cow milk is that is 3.5 to 4.5 and in buffalo 6 to 9%. 1 gram of fat gives 9 calorie of energy, 9 kilocalorie of energy. Okay. Then most of the fat variable components in milk is quite bland in taste. The specific gravity of fat is the ranges 0.936 to 0.946 at 15 degree Celsius. The color of fat varies from yellow to whitish blue tints. The color of yellow is cow milk is due to carotene content and the color of white of buffalo milk is due to casein content. It is slightly soluble in ethanol but readily soluble in hot amyl alcohol and insoluble in water. Next one is the milk protein. Milk protein are complete protein as they contain all essential amino acids is fairly large quantity. The milk proteins are chain of amino acids molecules connected by peptide bonds. The milk protein are the principal nitrogenous constituents of milk. The range of the milk protein is 2.80 to 4%. Highest milk protein contained in buffalo milk that is 3.9% and in cow milk 3.4%. It is presently in colloidal stage. Most important constituents in heat acid coagulated milk products like channa and paneer. There are the two protein are found in milk. First is the casein, another is the whey protein. This is the very important protein available in milk. In casein is again divided into four subtypes, that is alpha casein, beta casein, gamma casein and kappa casein. And whey protein is also divided into the subtype, that is alpha albumin, lacto alpha globulin, sorry, beta globulin and alpha lactalbumin. These are the two main important whey proteins. Next one is the milk sugar, that is lactose. The principle of sugar of milk is lactose is it's exclusively present in milk. The name of come from lactose or lactase, then Latin word of milk, the ending the milk sugar. Then the present of sugar in milk in the ranges of 4.8 to 5.2%. The concentration in solid not fat of milk is about 52% and 70% of the whey solids, and human milk is rich in lactose. Already you have to know 6.3 to 7% lactose, highest lactose contain available in human milk. Then it is disaccharides, that is hydrolyzed by acid or enzymes to glucose and galactose. Lactose is made up of glucose and galactose. The enzyme lactose found in small intestine is majorly responsible for the hydrolysis of lactose. It is present in true solution. The specific gravity of lactose is 1.666. Next, the mineral matter ash. Upon burning of drying milk, the left residues are termed as ash or represent salt concentration in milk. Whenever the milk is boiled at high temperature, that time the decarbonization is appear. That time the evaporation is completely evaporation is occur, and the ash is present, that is called this residues is present, that is called as ash. Okay, then ash contain some of the minerals, and it is contained is normally constant in milk. The ash generally present in milk in the ranges is about 0.7 to 1%. The cow milk contain is ash is 0.7%, and highest ash contained in sheep milk, that is 1%. The stability of milk depends upon the concentration of the certain extent. Higher concentration of ash indicate the abnormal condition of the mammary gland. These are the different major salts or major minerals present in milk, that is potassium, sodium, magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, citrates, fluoride, sulfur, bicarbonate, and deficient minerals present in milk, that is iodine, boron, iron, zinc. These are the deficient minerals present in milk. Then salt constituents of milk exists in two forms, colloidal and soluble form. Okay, the colloidal minerals are found attached with casein mycelium, with soluble minerals are found dissolved in serum of milk. These are these are the different minor constituents. First one is the phospholipids. Phospholipids means the lipids which contain phosphorus in the molecule is called as phospholipids. The phospholipids are present in milk are lecithin, cephalin, and sphingomycin. These are the phospholipids present in milk. The phospholipids are emulsifying agent and no doubt serve to stabilize to the milk fat emulsion. Highest rich flavor of buttermilk is due to lecithin. Phospholipids contained particularly in buttermilk, that is called as chach. Okay, then it serves as an emulsifying agent to stabilize the milk fat emulsion. Then sterols. The sterols present in milk is cholesterol. The milk fat contained is near about 0.32 to 0.35% cholesterol is found. It is available in it is soluble in water. Then cholesterol is present in true solution in fat as part of the fat global membrane, and the complex formation with the protein in the NPN portion of the milk. Next is the vitamins. Vitamins is very important. The vitamins are organic compounds present in the food is very minute quantities. Is near about 25 different vitamins present in milk. So important is the two main segments of the vitamins, that is fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamins. The fat soluble vitamins is to give the energy. Okay, the fat soluble vitamin, that is vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. These are the fat soluble vitamin. Okay, and water soluble vitamin is vitamin B complex and C, vitamin C. These are the water soluble vitamins. In B complex, the vitamins B1 to B12. These are the different vitamins available in B complex. Then next one is the enzyme. Enzymes are protein-like and specific in their action. They can be inactivated by heat, and each enzyme has its own activation temperature. These are the different enzymes present in milk. That is, first one is the catalase, phosphatase, protease, lipase, and amylase. These are the different vitamins present in milk. Next one is the pigments. These are the fat soluble carotene, xanthophyll. These are the pigments. Yellow color of milk fat is due to carotene content, already I have told. Then carotene is also acts as antioxidant. Carotene is precursor of vitamin A. Means highest carotene content in milk also, in carrot also, in mango also. Okay, highest carotene content uh, available in such foods as well as milk. Then next one is the NPNS substances, non-protein nitrogenous compound or substances. The milk contain NPNS in addition to protein in very small concentration, that is 1.5 to 10 ppm. Means in milk, the NPN substances available in the ranges of 1.5 to 10 ppm. Then in addition of proteins in milk contain some NPNS compounds or substances in milk are urea, uric acid, ammonia, ammonia acids, then adenine, guanine, and creatinine. Okay, these are the NPNS substances. Next one is the dissolved gases. Dissolved gases, the milk contains some dissolved gases like carbon dioxide, oxygen, and nitrogen. The milk drawn from udder, it contains about 10% by volume of dissolved gases. And dissolved gases is very harmful. So this dissolved gases is completely removed with the help of pasteurization, with the help of homogenization, continuous stirring milk. Okay, that process, the dissolved gases is completely removed from milk. Then gases may be formed by growth of certain bacteria. Generally, gases formed by certain bacteria, they slowly pass out from milk gases except entirely during the pasteurization process. Pasteurization is nothing but heating of milk. The next is the conclusion. Milk is nearly complete food because it contains all essential amino acids as well as fatty acid profiles. Then milk is beneficial not only children but also older and pregnant women. Digestibility coefficient of milk fat is 99% because it contains various amino acids, essential amino acid as well as essential fatty acids, that is linoleic and arachidonic acid. Thank you.